Hi everybody, Tasha here from Pixie Mommy's Reports. Welcome back to everybody new. Hello and welcome. Happy Sunday to you all. I believe it's Super Bowl Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. Um, I haven't followed that in years, although I do love football. I was a Jets and Giants fan, and well, anyways, so I have Oscar here, and I have a new bottle that I got last week, and I just filled it up. I put some Miracle Milk in it, and that's all I had to do because of the color of the bottle. Now, everything is backwards because I'm filming like with the camera flipped. So I apologize to that because I actually have some like little personalized baby things to show you that the writing's going to be backwards. But anyhow, um, there will be photos. So if you would like to follow me on Instagram to see pictures, so you can see what it looks like, straight up, there's always a link in the description below. So this bottle is made by Moyum. So it's Moy and then it's UUM. I think it's like a Chinese brand, and I got it on Amazon. It was fairly inexpensive. And it has a tint to it. It has like a, it's their, I want to say they called it beige or neutral or something of the sort. Nude maybe. So like this, the color of it is like a nude color. I really like the nipple on it. I sealed it. I let mine sit for like 3 days when I seal them. And it's all ready to go. And so because it's a plastic bottle. I have some glass ones coming as well, but this one's plastic. And yeah, because of the color of it, I didn't have to tint the milk in there. It just kind of looks like either, formula or breast. It's got a nice color to it. So I like that. That it's just easy, and I kind of like the bottle on a whole. Yeah, let's get you in on baby Oscar. To those of you that are new, Oscar is a full-bodied silicone baby. He is the Dwayne Awake number 2 by Claire Taylor. So we're going to go right ahead and get him his little bottle. He does have a drink and wet system, but I'm just doing a regular feeding instead of getting all set up. See, I like the nipple. Like it just, I think it looks nice and realistic and just good for photos and videos. And I love bottles. I love bottles and passies for props and just having them kind of hanging around in the house on shelves. Like to me, it's decor. um, you know, Dressed and posed babies in, Moses baskets or baby nests or change table, whatever. To me, that's, a nice room prop. Because I collect dolls, so I like to see dolls around. So it's nice. I think over the past, few years being in the hobby, you accumulate stuff. You don't obviously get everything all at once, but you accumulate things as you go along. You start to look for those, special things and, uh, that suit your taste, and it becomes part of your collecting, just like your dolls do. Or at least for me, it has, and for many other collectors, I think that I know of, do the same. They enjoy the little props and stuff. I mean, I started out with old, dollar store bottles. Well, I still have a few bottles that I really like that were from the dollar store, actually. So, But you know, he started out with stuff like that and thrifting, and well, I still thrift as well. Been difficult since COVID, but it's something that I really like to do, not only for my dolls, but I've just always done that in life in general. You can find some really cool stuff, and of course, find really good deals. So, it is freezing here on Long Island, New York. It- well, I don't even know what degrees it is out, but it's supposed to be like only like maybe like 23 or something later tonight. I don't, it's probably not going to get out of the 30s today. It's also very windy. So that wind chill factor really, like, the cold just goes right through you. And, you know, even in the house, the wind pushes through every little crack and crevice, draft. So I'm all cozy warm in a big sweatshirt. And yeah, it is cold, but that's to be expected this time of year. So um it doesn't really bother me, just kind of, yeah, makes me look forward to spring. And then also, like, it's overcast. We do not see a lot of sunny days when it's kind of freezing in New York during the winter, and that kind of gets to me. As those of you that have been with my channel, you know that I've kind of been on a journey to, you know, I guess better health with, you know, the walking and everything. And I've been working really hard this winter not to fall into a depression like I have the past few winters. And it got quite bad. Like last winter, it was quite bad. I slept a lot. I kind of almost like slept all day. There was days that I didn't see the light of day. It's not good. Um, this winter I've been much, much better. But you know, I have lost some weight, so I'm physically more active. Most mornings you know, I'm up. So once I'm, you know, I'm up, and that's great. And I have been going to some tanning a bit. I started probably just less than a month ago, like just before Christmas. I started kind of feeling those winter blues catching up with me, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go for, you know, like a month of tanning. If I need another month, I'll do it, but like just to get those lights. I have gotten the lights. I got the bulbs, the full spectrum bulbs, just for one of my lamps in the living room. It doesn't, it really just doesn't seem to do what the UV lights in the tanning salon does. I don't know why, but it just doesn't. I know some people have luck with the lights, but um I mean, it can't hurt, so that's good, you know, I have them, but and perhaps maybe like when I get back to painting, which will be soon, and I've updated everyone in my membership, and I will keep updating as that goes along, but I will be um I have, you know, a kit going on my table soon, like as soon as it gets here. Um and so maybe I'll put the lights in there, so when I'm painting, I'm like sitting under them, because otherwise I'm not really like kind of sitting under light for long. But so that's been, you know, what's going on with me as far as managing. Oh, and then I've added, like, I bumped up my vitamin D quite a lot, because you really can take more than I thought you could of vitamin D without it, like, you know, overdosing or hurting you. Of course, look it up, make sure you speak to your doctor. Don't, you know, go doing anything. I'm not a doctor, I'm just a person trying to make it by with the winter, and with my pretty much self-diagnosed with the like seasonal affective disorder. I mean, we know I've got other stuff wrong, but like that as far as that, what was going on in the winters, it all things point to that. So, those are some of the things that I've been doing to just keep myself afloat. Um, and I mean, you don't want to just feel like you're making it by every day, just keeping yourself afloat. You want to feel good. You want to feel like, you know, yeah, uh, you want to feel like, you know, just like you're not the cause of the blues or depression or whatever aren't like pulling at you, but this is a tough, I think this is a rough time of year for probably a lot of y'all. You can let me know in the comments. I know whenever I do kind of talk about like this part of it in my life, obviously it's not quite doll related, but I do share a little bit here. But whenever I talk about it, I usually get a response of many of you all that can really relate and, have had things similar. Some of you all have given some really good advice because it's not necessarily just like one thing that you do that's gonna, make things all right or all better. It's usually those little tips and little things that, that others may suggest that it's like it can't hurt. So, hey, give it a whirl, give it a try. So, yeah, that's what I usually get um when I talk about this stuff. So, let me show you Oscar, which you're not going to be able to see it correctly. I am so sorry. But Oscar has his onesie on. I think I showed the 3 onesies I got from this shop on Etsy. It was way back, way before Christmas time. It was a while back, but this says he hasn't had this on yet, and it says Baby Oscar. So it's personalized for him. It didn't cost anything extra. These are like cheapest chips. They're really inexpensive. They are not like high quality vests or onesies. The shop I think is I think Half Pint Sized is the name of the shop. I did put it in when I showed it last time. So the brand that they use to make the shirts it has a giraffe on it and it says Laughing Giraffe. So it's one of those real like no frill brands, and it's 100% cotton. So I had actually messaged them when I was ordering and asked them if they did preemie sized, and they said they did not. So their small sizes, actually the 0 to 3 months, they did say that a lot of people said that they ran small and that they would work for preemie. Now I don't see this size working for a preemie. However, I did wash them when they came because the way that they were folded, they had like major creases in them, which is fine. And they were a little stiff because the quality wasn't fantastic. But when you wash them up, they did wash up nice and soft, and they did shrink quite a, decent amount. So I would say it almost went from like a 0 to 3 to a newborn size. Perhaps if you washed it a bunch of times, and maybe that's what like customers were reviewing as like, if you're using it for a real baby, you're obviously washing it more than once, and perhaps they do shrink quite small. I don't know. I just know that it's now, if it's Oscar perfect, I probably won't ever have to wash it again, but yeah, it fits him. And I had the one that says baby, it's cold outside, which I love that one. That's what brought me to this shop, is I wanted to get a little something that wasn't expensive, that made for a like great prop for for like winter and holiday photos, like that one that said baby it's cold outside, which is something I say all the time. I'll come in, I'm like, baby it's cold outside. So that was like a perfect one for me. And it made, if those of you that saw Oscar's photos, it's just, oh, it was so adorable. So I'm gonna show you actually, because so I put this on him. Yes, it's freezing, so I want to see him looking a little warmer today, and I want to take some photos, and I also have something else to show you. But I, let's put the cap on this bottle. I'm going to put his Bambino knits back on him. So let's put you all over here. Oh, Oscar, so aunties can see you today. Look at you. Look at Oscar. All right. And, all right. I broke my thing, so it's really hard for me to move it like downwards, but let's get you a little bit more down. There we go. Whoopsies. All right, sorry, I didn't mean to make you all. Maybe we should have him like, I feel like it looks more realistic, almost looking the other way instead of staring like right into the camera, because I don't know, I feel like that doesn't, it looks this way. I feel like in the video it's like he just looks like this like stare. Like, is that, let me know in the comments, how do you like to see Oscar posed? And what is your favorite way to see Oscar and my other like silicone babies and even reborns? Do you like videos where the baby's in my arms and I'm doing like just a role play bottle feeding? Do you prefer when the camera's flipped the other way and I just have it like on the baby posed the whole time, or toggling around? I mean, I do I think a pretty good mix of both. So I guess there's something for everybody, and it's just kind of what mood I'm in and what I'm going to be doing that day with the baby. But I'm just curious what everybody else, likes. Personally, I like to see the baby, the doll in in the collector's arms, especially a silicone, and seeing like the movement and all that, maybe the baby having a bottle or something, that really kind of is like my favorite kind of video to watch. But I also love it going around and, especially if we're looking at like a really cute outfit, you're wanting to get a good look at details of an outfit or the painting of the doll itself and stuff like that. So, his knits are over here, and here is this, which is what I'm gonna take photos with. So, this came, and look at this. Oh, it's a goose. It's a brown goose. It's so soft. It's a lovey. It's ginormous. Look how big this is. Look. It covers him. I would say like you could wrap a small infant in this, but it's nice because I think it's made to grow with a child, so you could see like a toddler walking around with this. And it is embroidered Oscar. I finally got like a lovey with Oscar's name, because believe it or not, all this time I have never had a lovey with Oscar. So this is the grand, the grand goose bone. But he's gonna look so sweet, and it is so soft. I will leave I have the shop's card right here. It was an Etsy shop, and I believe this came from Canada. I looked all over, and while there's lots of other types of personal loveys, this is a handmade item. I didn't see anything like, I liked this. I just, I really liked this, and I liked you could get, I think, like white ones and different ones with like floral prints and things like that, which are absolutely beautiful too. For Oscar and being a boy, I liked the the, the brown, the light brown, the neutral. I really loved it. So the shop is called Little World. What a cute photo they have on their card. And the top is in, goodness, Merci d'avoir cassé la boutique. Nos esperamos que vos apreciez votre. I don't know what language. Yeah, I sound like really ridiculous now. Canada, it's probably French. Nos invitations. I don't think this is Spanish. I think this is French. But anyway, it's got this language on top, and then it has. I don't know if anybody can backwardsly read and tell me what that top language is. I think it may be French. Thank you for choosing Little World Boutique. We hope you enjoyed your purchase. Our products are designed and made in Canada with love and tenderness. We invite you to follow us on our social networks to know more about our company. So if they're on Instagram, I'll follow them on there. I don't know where they are because I did find them on Etsy, but all right. So real quick, because we're now entering into another like half-hour long video. I always do this to you guys, gals, folks. I always do this to my peeps. I am sorry. I know some of you do actually enjoy the longer videos. Because you'll be like, cooking or cleaning, and it's nice when you have like just a video that's running. So for those of you that are hanging out, and you can always tune out anytime. I mean, there's, I don't know if you watched the whole thing or not. It won't offend me. But let's get Oscar changed real quick, being that I was going to do that and put his Bambino knits on. So what I was going to do, actually, no, I'm not going to get him dressed because I want to take some photos with just the onesie, but I will show you what I'm going to put on him after because I want to do like a photo shoot and get a few different, variations of what he's wearing, put it that way. So we have a nice soft Coterie diaper. These diapers are still my fave, made in Brooklyn, New York. They are just so soft, and they're my favorite for my dolls because they're just so soft, and I don't have to worry at all about the paint, about the artwork. And if I was diapering a real baby, especially a little newborn with tender little skin, I would definitely be using these. As a baby gets a little older, I always switch my kids over to like Loves or something, like that. But when they're tiny, tiny, like I always use Pampers. Huggies gave my first daughter a really bad rash. So anyway, I remember that and remember using Pampers. But yeah, these would be definitely the diapers that I would use for like, newborn and stage 1, maybe 2, depending on my baby's skin. And then hey, you never know because I did these with the drink and wet like many times. The absorbency is amazing. It definitely wicks the moisture away from the baby's skin, which is what you want. The first time that I used it, I literally thought his drink and wet system wasn't working correctly because I couldn't feel the wet. And it also distributed it to where it wasn't like just wet and chunky in one spot. That's why I thought the diaper was dry, and I was like, what the heck? But really, it had just absorbed and distributed. So in that case, you're probably using less diapers when you have a baby, if they're working that well. So perhaps even though these are pricey diapers, for if you were constantly changing, a baby, it still might be worth it. So Anywho, this is what I'm sticking on Oscar after I take a few photos like this, which you've all seen, his Bambino knit, Dulce set. So it's this pom-pom, and then I'll I'll do this with just the onesie, and then I will add a nut extra layer, and these are just some ribbed pants in Oatmeal by H&M. And yeah, so that'll do like a three set, you know, three stage photo of just the onesie, and then obviously the sweater is going to cover up the baby Oscar, but then it'll do this, and then it'll do one with that. So we get a few things out of one shot, and that is what I have for you all today. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button if you're not subscribed and you would like to be. Hit the notifications, you know, when I next upload. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. That definitely helps me out. Also, leaving a comment below. I love reading all your comments. Also, check out the description. It's the little like upside down triangle on the right hand bottom of your screen. The description drops down. There's a lot in there. I always add in like everything that was featured. I always add in the baby's sculpt and artist, and in addition, then there's also links and things to my Instagram. Check out my channel's membership by clicking the blue join button next to subscribe. My Instagram also has a subscription, so there's just like lots of stuff in there. And I always forget to tell you all the homepage of my channel. Also, like if you go to my community wall, there's posts and things up there. If you go to my playlist and you're interested in seeing everything about silicone dolls, I have a everything silicone playlist. I have learning the reborn hobby. I have all, you know, I have box openings. I have everything toddlers, everything preemies, everything diapers. There's a lot of different playlists. So for whatever you're looking for or interested in viewing, you can kind of find all the videos categorized in one spot, which is really nice. And I'm kind of always adding to the playlist or even making new playlists. So have fun, you know, just checking out my whole channel and enjoy. All right, everyone. Till next time. God bless.